My name is Bart Smit. Presence, real presence, complete being absorbed into nothingness. Everything is electromagnetic. So when we are scared, this is electromagnetic energy. When we're afraid, it's electromagnetic energy. The ego creates the illusion of separation and isolation. We have these multiple bandwidths of electromagnetic energy that we need to do something, we need to solve something, we need to go somewhere, we need to fix something, we need to complete something, if only. These are all electromagnetic vibrations that stop us from being completely present in the now, where there are no currents, there are no vibrations, there's just presence. When we experience the now, these currents, these vibrations of I need to do, I need to accomplish, I need to complete, I need to fix, I need to solve, I've been rejected, I've been abandoned, I've been disappointed. All these are different frequencies of electromagnetic energy that are not just emotions, but they're stored in our subtle bodies. And the ego feeds on these vibrations that we feel are incomplete or dissatisfied or need to be solved or fixed. But none of this is true. When we experience total silence, there are no bandwidths of imperfection or things we need to do or things that we need to solve. There is just absolute silence. Consciousness is something that we learn to stabilize within ourselves. We learn how to balance, how to soothe, how to solve. It's not about doing, it's about being. When we become completely present within the abode of consciousness, we learn how to serve, how to soothe, how to ride the wave of total silence. The ego overlays us. So if we look at a cheesecloth has these perforations that we can see through the cheesecloth, where we see the truth beyond the ego identity. And all these perforations are little glimpses into the real experience of consciousness, not the interpretation. Every day is an opportunity that these little perforations of this cheesecloth gets bigger and bigger. When we experience supreme consciousness, when we experience the essence of the inner self, or the part of you that is your soul, or to say you're experiencing consciousness, the essence of who you are. You are not this personality. You are not this ego identity. You're not this body. You are not these thoughts. You are just consciousness, pure consciousness. And that consciousness is love and light. And so the ultimate experience every day is that we can be absorbed back into presence. So instead of the primary focus being on our ego and what we need to do and fix and solve, we become absorbed back into our natural state. So it's like saying, if I were to meditate and find complete silence, that silence absorbs me back into my true state, my natural state of who I am. So every day I can experience a flutter of love, But if I really sustain and become present in that love, the cheesecloth gets ripped open and I experience the full embodiment of love. So every day we get all these little bubbles, these little fragments of what we think is just a spark. But if we go beyond the ego and allow ourselves to see through the illusion of the ego, we really recognize that we are in love, in the presence of love, the presence of consciousness all the time. And our goal every day is to do nothing, to be nothing, to not to solve anything, not to do anything, just to become present and get absorbed back into the presence of consciousness.